All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks again for joining me for a little Qigong and Tai Chi day. All right, so today we're going to do some Qigong, of course, to begin things, and then we're going to get into a little bit more practice and maybe even a little bit of new material as well for some of the movements we've been working on that are kind of towards, now we're kind of getting towards the middle of the Tai Chi 24 form. I'm not sure, I don't think we're quite halfway, but we're definitely been making some good progress these last few weeks. And so hopefully you've been enjoying working on those moves. And so we'll keep working on that progress. And even if you're not really absorbing all of it, you haven't been able to practice very much, then that's okay too. You'll just get a nice introduction to some of these movements. And then perhaps later on you can start to put it together as you learn the form. But if you would like to review some more of those movements we've been practicing the last few weeks, I would say definitely go back and review some of those videos I've been sending out. I've been making them permanently available so that you can go back and perhaps review some of that material a little bit more if you need to during your home practice. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with some joint loosening and stretching before we get into some Qigong. All right, so we'll start by tilting our head back. And forwards, and back, and forwards, and side to side, dragging the chin across the chest. All right, roll our shoulders back, and forwards. We'll separate the feet and do single shoulder, throwing your elbows, turning the waist. And now we'll throw our elbows behind us, really turning the upper body. Okay, let's do our elbows. All right, we'll start with an outward block, snake strike, outward block, downward block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel free to go at your own speed. Just kind of get that elbow nice and loose. Now we'll do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll interlock our fingers, roll our wrists around forwards and backwards. No particular pattern. All right. Now we'll put our hands on our hips and make a big circle with the hips. All right, other direction. All right, let's separate the feet. And we're going to make a big circle with the upper body. Take one shoulder to your knee, other shoulder over to the other knee, leaning back as you circle on around. I'll go the other way. All right, feet together, hands on the knees, circle those knees. And other direction. All right, now we'll go into a crane stance. Circle the knee one way. We're circling the foot. Still working on the knee though. And another direction. And switch feet. And other way. All right, let's do our ankles. We'll go up onto the toe. Circle that ankle. And switch directions. All right, other foot. And other way. All right. Let's do just a few quick stretches just to loosen up our muscles a little bit. Start with our feet together. Raise the hands up over the head and interlock the fingers, the palms facing up, and stretch towards the ceiling. And leaning to the left. And to the right. All right, and leaning backwards. And down to the toes. All right, let's do a couple more. All right, this next one's called the 7-star stretch because we do a 7-star stance. Interlock our fingers, stretch down towards the extended foot. Okay, switch sides. Back knee is bent, front leg straight. Okay. All right, let's do look at a calf and ankle stretch. All right, so we're gonna go into like a bow stance, except your back foot, the toes are gonna be pointed straight ahead instead of to the corner. All right. So we're just gonna put our hands on your thigh, keep that back leg straight, and just lean forward, stretching the back leg. All right, let's go do the other side. Okay. All right, let's do another one I've been doing a lot recently. Basically, grab a chair and place it up against the wall, somewhere where it won't slide, or you can just use a piece of furniture. I'm just going to use the side of my couch here. All right, you're going to take one foot, put it up on the couch or on the chair. Keep the back foot as far away as you can. You're just going to lean, keep the back leg straight, bend the front knee, and lean into that stretch. Stretching your hamstring, the quad of the back leg, and your front knee as well. All right, we'll switch feet. And your back toes can be kind of pointed towards the side. They don't have to be necessarily be pointed straight ahead. All right. Now let's do our arms and shoulders real quick. All right, so we're going to start with your hands out in front, palms to the ceiling, and keep them facing the ceiling the whole time. So you're going to bring your hands back, and going out and around, nice and long. As they get around to the front, turn, back to your hip, back out, turn, around, and back by the hip, and out. And we'll do one more. Go back, out and around, and turn in, out, turn, out, around, and by the hip, and out. Okay. All right, very good. All right, now that we're good and loose, let's go ahead and get into some Qigong. All right, so today I'd like to do the crane set. All right, so hopefully some of you are familiar with that one. If not, I'll explain it. It's pretty easy to follow along. All right, so we'll start off with our feet together, knees bent, back straight, head lifting, nice and relaxed. All right, so inhale, exhale, bending the knees, left heel up, toe up, step. Just like when we're kind of doing the beginning of your Tai Chi forms, right? So inhale, raising the hands. As the palms come together, exhale down to the chest. Just take a couple of deep, relaxing breaths. Try to release the tension in your body. Exhale. Let's come down to the sides. Now you're going to start off raising your right arm, your mirror image here, above the head, and the left hand, nice and long, palm up. It's going to come up underneath. And inhale as you turn to the left, all the way until your arm is facing back behind you if you can. And exhale, coming back around to the front. And now we switch. So left arm goes up, right hand comes down and around, up underneath. And we inhale, turning to the right now. And exhale, back to center. Switch our arms. Inhale to the left. And exhale. Deep breaths into the stomach. Switch our arms. Go to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Continue. Just like with all the Qigong sets, don't feel like you have to follow me. Just follow your own breath cycle, your own natural breathing. Watching the hand, extended hand. Let's come back to center. Both hands can come down to the hips. We're going to take a step in the diagonal direction, forward to your left. You're going to exhale as the hands come out. The palms come close together in front of you, shifting the weight forward. Shift your weight back, turn the palms up as you bring the arms back over your head. Inhaling and exhale, shifting the weight forward again. Palms come close together. Inhale, shifting back. Arms come up over the head, palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward. Inhale back. And exhale, forward. And continue. All right, I'm going to bring my hands back in, my foot back. I'm going to step forward and to the right foot. You do the same thing. So exhale forward, inhale back, and exhale forward. And continue. All right, now come back to center. Your feet at hip width, palms facing up. All right, that knees bent. We're going to inhale, raising the hands up to the shoulders. Turn the palms out and separate. And exhale, bending the knees, the hands come down. Inhale up, separating, and exhale down. And continue. All right, for the next one, we have our hands down in front. We're going to inhale as you raise your left hand and your left leg, your left knee together. Exhale, back down. Other side, inhale, raising the right hand, right knee. Exhale, back down. Switching back and forth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, other side. Exhale. And continue. Exhale, back down. And for this last one, we're going to turn our palms in, fingers facing each other, knees bent, back straight still. Inhale, separating the hands, straightening the legs slightly. And exhale, bending the knees a little more as the palms come close together. Inhale, separating. And exhale, back together, bending the knees. And continue, inhale. And exhale. Watching the hands. All right, now we'll close out with some gathering the chi. So inhale, raise our arms up. Exhale, pressing down, bending the knees. Inhale, gathering. Exhale, directing down. And continue. For this last one, inhale, just like the beginning Let our palms come together and down to the chest. And just take a couple more deep, relaxing breaths in this posture. Exhale, hands come down. And one last breath as you bring your feet together. Okay, very good. All right, that's the crane. All right, so let's go ahead and take just a short break, just 1 or 2 minutes, get a quick drink of water, and we'll get right back to it. We'll work on some Tai Chi techniques. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it. All right, so let's see here. I guess it was on Friday. We did, or I guess both last Tuesday and last Friday, we spent some time working on Repulse Monkey, and we also got into Grasp the Sparrow's Tail, that nice 4-part movement that, if you remember, had the ward off, the pulling back, or it's called rock back technically, but I always call it pull back because you're pulling. And then we did the press, and then we did a push. Okay, so that four-part move. All right, so today, since we only worked on that move for a little while on Friday, I'd like to spend a little bit more time on Grasp the Sparrow's Tail today, and then work on the transition into the next move after that. Okay, so the move after that's pretty simple form that we only do once, so it's pretty short and sweet. But yeah, we'll focus primarily, I believe, on those two today. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and go into Grasp the Sparrow's Tail a little bit. All right, so let's start off. Let's see here. In the form, we go to the left first, okay, or to your left first. All right, so I'm going to go to my right. So I'll be your mirror image. I'm going to go kind of side to side. That way you can see me, okay. But remember, this form comes out of, or it transitions out of Repulse Monkey into this one. So why don't we start from that last Repulse Monkey posture. So I'm going to be kind of facing to my right, so it'll be to your left. You're going to have your left foot forward. All your weight's going to be on your right foot. Okay, so we're going to be in that cat stance. You remember we did when we were doing our Repulse Monkeys, we were going from cat stance to cat stance, right? So we're going to start in that last cat stance with your weight on the right foot, your left toe forward, both knees bent, and your right hand is going to be back up, basically right up against your hip bone, and your left hand extended with fingertips about nose height. Okay, so we just did our last repulse. We're going to transition now into grasp the sparrow's tail by, again, just reviewing that transition. We're going to pull in the toe to a T stance. Okay, so we'll pull the toe in. The front hand that's extended is going to pull down And underneath as the backhand comes out and around, and we just form a ball. Okay, so just again to review, the toe comes in to a T stance. The front hand comes down to about hip height, palm up, and the front hand, or I'm sorry, your right hand will then just kind of come out and around to form the top of the ball. That way you end in this T stance posture that you see this, of course, at many points in this form. Right? So hopefully this posture should feel familiar. All right, so let's do that one more time, and then we'll go right into grassless sparrow's tail. So we're in our last repulse monkey posture. We're going to transition, pull in the toes, the arms form the ball. All right, and then we're going to step out with the left heel. And as you do so, you're going to reach out and grab with the right hand. Now shift the weight forward. We're going to ward off. All right, so we're shifting forward to a bow stance. Front toes forward, back toes to the 45-degree angle to the corner. All right, and as we did that, the back of the left hand extends, and we're essentially pulling back with the right hand. Okay, if you remember, we're pulling the person in, and we're driving the back of the hand into their body to kind of throw them off balance. Essentially, this is kind of what they would look like if you're doing that to them. All right, so from the holding a ball position, and we're going to step, reach out and grab, shift the weight forward and ward off. And reach out, pull back. And you'll notice my left hand, the palm is facing down, the right palm is facing up. Imagine the back hand has grabbed the wrist, the top hand has grabbed them around the elbow. We're going to pull them all the way back, right to basically your back hip, okay? So to your right hip. All right, and from here, the right fingers are going to go to the wrist, inside of the wrist of the left hand. The hands come up the chest, turn the hip, shift the weight forward, and press. Okay, so basically an assisted pressing motion. Okay, with that back hand providing support. All right, let's do that again from the beginning. So we're in our T stance, forming the ball with the right hand on top. Step, reach out and grab, shift the weight forward, ward off. Reach out and pull back. Notice my front toes are still on the ground. Fingers to the wrist, hands come up the body, turn the hip so you're facing forward, and shift and press. Now separate the hands, palms facing down, shift the weight back. You'll notice my toes come up this time. I'm going to roll my shoulders, sink, and push. I'm kind of pushing up a little bit as I push as well to uproot my opponent. Okay? Now let's do that again on that side, and then we'll transition. We'll do the other side. All right, so in our T stance, step, reach out and grab, and ward off. Reach out, and pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the chest, turning the hip, and press. Separate, roll the shoulders back, keep the elbows tucked in, sink, and push. All right, now keep the hands out. You can kind of turn the palms down, facing the ground as you shift your weight back to your right foot. And now pivot on that heel, turning to your right as far as you can, and now shift your weight to that left foot. And your right hand is going to come down underneath. You're going to form a ball in a T stance on the other side. All right, now step, reach out and grab, and ward off. With the right hand, left hand back at the hip, bow stance, reach out, pull back. Now the right hand is on top. All right, left fingers to the right wrist, up the chest, turn the body, and press. Separate. Shift the weight back, front toes come up, rolling the shoulders, sink, and push. Okay, all right, good. All right, let's do that again. So let's start from our repulse monkey posture. Okay, so we're in a cat stance. the right toes again are pointed towards the corner, just like in a bow stance. That way, when we take that step and we shift the weight forward, our feet are exactly where they need to be for a good bow stance as well. Okay. All right, so cat stance. We just did our last repulse with our left hand. All right, we're going to pull in the toe and form the ball. Now step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, let the body turn, and press. Separate, shift back, rolling the shoulders, sink and push. All right, now we'll shift our weight back to the back foot. Front toes come up, palms facing down. Turn, pivoting on the heel. Now shift the weight to that left foot. Form the ball, T-stance, and we'll do the same move on the other side. Step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the body, turn, press. Separate, back, and push. Okay, all right, very good. So in terms, I think the footwork's pretty straightforward. We're going from our T stance up to a bow stance. We keep our front toes down during the pullback, and then we bring our toes up during the kind of shifting of the weight back after the press. Okay, so basically just shifting our weight back and forth with the hands. You generally want your ward off. You'll notice it's about shoulder height. Okay, with that front hand, and the back hand down just off the hip. Usually about 12 inches or so is what I say. It's about the same position you would see that hand if you were doing, white crane spreads its wings, or maybe part while the horse's mane. You remember these postures we've been working on. So it's pretty much the same location in terms of that backhand for the ward off. Okay, it's not right next to your body, but it's out maybe not quite as far as like white crane spreads its wings, but it's still 6 or 8 inches away. Okay, and then in terms of the press, again, I'm about shoulder height, going for the chest area, kind of pressing someone away, and same thing with the push. Okay, so you'll be going for about chest height, fingertips, no higher than the nose, again, like you see with a lot of these Tai Chi forms. Okay, so let's do that one more time, and then we'll work on our transition into single whip. Okay, so cat stance. We just did our last repulse monkey. All right, so we're going to transition to the T stance, forming the ball. We're going to step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the body, turn, press. Separate, rolling, sink, push. All right, shift the weight back, palms down, pivot on the heel. Shift the weight to the left foot, form a ball, T stance. Step, reach out, grab, and ward off. Reach out and pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the body, turn, press. Separate, and push. Okay, so from here, now we're in a forward bow stance. We just did our last push. All right, now we're going to shift our weight back, just like we did before, and our front toes are going to come up. All right, so let's just focus on the feet there for a second. All right, so you can just relax your hands. All right, so we're in a forward bow stance. Your right leg is forward. All right, you're going to shift your weight back. You're going to turn, pivoting on the heel again, kind of like when we were going the other way. Now you're going to shift your weight to that right foot. You're going to bring in the toe to a T stance temporarily. Okay, then we're going to turn our hip to the left, extend that heel, that left heel. Now shift the weight forward to a side bow stance. Okay, so you'll notice as I shift my weight forward, I'm going to turn my hip so that I'm actually facing the screen. All right, so this is a key difference, and you'll see if you look at my back toes right now, my back toes are facing the screen as well. Okay, so this is a key difference between a forward bow stance and what we call a side bow stance. Okay, forward bow stance, my hips and my shoulders would be facing the same direction as my front foot, and my back toes would then be turned to the corner, about to a 45-degree angle. Okay, so I would be going ahead like I'm doing my push. For single whip, we're actually going to end in this side bow stance, where the front toes are still pointed ahead, the front knee's still bent, so the front leg is essentially the same, but the back toes are pointed now to a 90-degree angle, so pointed towards the screen, and my hips and my shoulders are now turned to the side as well. Okay, so that's the key difference. So let's do that footwork one more time, and we'll add the hands. We'll go nice and slow. All right, so we're in a forward bow stance facing the right. All right, shift the weight back, pivot on that right heel, turning towards the front. And now once your toes are pointed towards the front, shift the weight to that right foot. Bring in the left foot to a T stance. Turn your hip to the left. Extend the left heel. And now shift your weight forward and turn your hip back to the right as you finish in a side bow stance. Okay, let's do that one more time. All right, so forward bow stance to the right. Shift the weight back onto the left foot. Pivot on the heel until the toes are facing the screen. Shift the weight to that foot now. Bring in the left toes for a T stance. Turn your hip to the left. Extend the heel. Shift the weight forward. Turn the hip to the right. Side bow. Okay, very good. All right, so now let's work on the hands a little bit. Let's see if we can just work on the hands by themselves first, and then we'll put those two together. All right, so I'm just going to be kind of lax with the feet. Just kind of ignore my feet for now. So just face to your right with a push. All right. All right, so now turn to center. As you do so, your left hand is going to go by your nose, essentially, and the right hand is going to go down. You'll notice both palms are facing the back of the room, so back behind you as I turn. So the one hand goes by the face, as if you're kind of like you're blocking a punch, and the other hand goes down, nice and long. Now the hands are going to extend to the left side of your body. I'm going to turn that top hand around so that, again, both palms are facing back. And I'm going to turn back the other way, blocking out with the right hand as the left hand goes down. And then I'm going to reach out with that right hand and grab, forming a crane's beak. Okay, so all 5 fingers, I'll come up close to the camera. All 5 fingers are coming to a single point in this crane's beak, okay? So I came back, I blocked with the right hand while the left hand was going down. The right hand reached out and grabbed, forming a crane's beak. That's kind of what you're doing when you form the crane's beak. You're that's thought to be a grabbing motion. All right, so then the left hand, it was coming down, and then it's going to continue. It's going to come up and go by the face again. And then you're going to turn to the left, blocking out with that hand, kind of as if someone was trying to punch from the side. And then you're going to turn your hip back to the right and extend that palm. Right, so you end in this kind of elongated posture with the arms. You know, the back arm is kind of at a 45-degree back and to your right, and the left hand is extended out to the side, to your left side, doing a palm strike essentially. Okay, so this move is kind of a combination of defense and offense. So we're blocking, we're grabbing, we block, and then we deliver a palm strike. Okay, so let's do the hands one more time, and then we'll put all that together a little bit. All right, so turn to your right. Palm hands are extended and from the push. All right, now turn back to center. You're going to block in front of the face with the left hand as the right hand goes down, both palms facing towards you. Now extend the arms to the side, turning over the left hand. Again, both palms facing back. Now turn to the right again. Now you're going to block with the right hand as the left hand goes down. Reach out and grab, forming the crane's beak with the right hand. Left hand comes up and blocks one more time as you turn to the left. Now turning to the right, you're going to extend that hand in a palm strike. Okay. All right. Yeah. And so the idea is we're turning our body as we do these motions. You know, we turn to block, we turn our hip the other way to block, and then we turn our hip to block the other way, and then we turn our hip as we do the palm strike to create power there as well. Okay, so you hear me say the word hip all the time. So nothing different in this move as well. Okay, so we're using our hips to create speed, to create power. Okay, and we're using our hips as, again, as I like to say, as the source of your movement. Okay, so you're turning the hip, you're blocking, you grab, you turn the hip and block, and you turn the hip and deliver the palm strike. Okay. So now let's go ahead and put those pieces together now. So let's start in a forward bow stance on the right side, and we just did our last push. So hands are extended. Okay, so now we're going to do those outward blocks as we shift our weight and turn. So we're going to shift our weight back, and the right hand goes down, left hand blocks in front of the face as you turn, pivoting on that right heel, and the hands are extended to the left side, palms back, shift the weight to the right foot as you block with the right hand. Now we're going to reach out, form the crane's beak in a T stance as the left hand comes up, turn the hip, blocking out again, turning the hip to the left. Now extend the heel and turn your hip to the right as you shift your weight forward and extend the palm strike. Okay, so we should end in this posture, nice and long. Back hand should be about ear height, a little bit higher than the front hand. Front hand, again, fingertips, nose height, extended forward. You can see my legs are in that side bow stance, and my hips are facing towards you. Okay, so really use that hip power to drive that palm strike. Okay, all right, so that move is called single whip. And yeah, I mean, you see single whip a lot. I think there's at least two of them in this form. And if you learn the Yang style long form, the 88, I don't even know how many there are. There's probably like 10 of them. So it's a great move for transitioning out of other moves. You'll notice, you know, a lot of moves that end with like a push or something similar. Okay, so let's do that again a couple more times, and then we'll combine our grasp the sparrow's tail with our single whip movements. Okay, so let's start in our right bow stance, hands extended. We just did our last push. Right, so we shift our weight back. We're going to block with the left hand as the right hand goes down. Again, both palms facing back as you pivot on the heel. Our hands come out to the side. Shift the weight to the right foot as you block with the right hand. Left hand goes down. Form the crane's beak, T stance. Left hand continues up and around as you turn your hip to the left. Extend the heel. Shift the weight forward. Turn the hip to the right. You extend the palm strike. Okay. Single whip. All right, good. So yeah, if you want to think about, you know, how do all these things come together? So you're blocking. You can imagine your opponent is standing in front of you. You block with one hand. You block with the other. You grab. They try to punch with the other hand again, you block, and then you step in and strike with the palm, okay? So you're blocking, you're grabbing, and striking, all right? Let's do that again. Right, bow stance, extended hands for the push. All right, shift the weight back, pivoting on the right heel as you block with the left hand, right hand goes down. Shift the weight to that right foot, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. Crane's beak, T stance, left hand continues up, turn the hip to the left, step, turn the hip to the right, palm strike, side bow stance. Okay. Check your details, back hand by the ear, left hand nose height, right front knee bent, back knee straight. Try not to lean too far into the stance. You don't want your knee sticking way over your toes. You also don't want to be back here either. You want your knee about lined up with your toes, just like a front bow stance. Okay. All right, good. Let's see. Let's do. Yeah, let's do that one more time. I know it's a lot going on in that. It's only one move. It only takes a few seconds, but there's a lot of details. So let's do that one more time, and then we'll add it to grasp the sparrow's tail. All right, so we're pushing to the right. Shift the weight back, pivot on the right heel, block with the left hand, right hand goes down. Shift the weight to the right foot, block with the left hand, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. Grab, crane's beak, T stance. Turn the hip to the left, blocking. Step, turn the hip to the right, palm strike. Okay, all right, good. All right, now let's put all that together. Let's see if we can do grasp the sparrow's tail and transition into single whip. So let's start off in our last repulse from the repulse monkey and step back movement. All right, so we're in our cat stance. The left foot forward, left hand extended. All right, we're going to pull in the toes and the hands forming a ball. T stance. Step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, let the body turn, press. Separate, back, and push. All right, we're going to pivot, shift the weight back, pivoting on the heel, turning to the right. Shift the weight to the left foot, form a ball, T stance. Step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the right wrist, let the body turn, press. Separate, back, and push. All right, now shift the weight back to the left foot. Turn, pivoting on the heel, blocking with the left hand, right hand goes down. Shift the weight, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. Crane's beak, T stance. Turn the hip to the left, blocking out. Step, turn the hip, shift the weight forward. Striking with the palm, single whip. Okay. All right, hopefully that's starting to feel pretty good. So we just have about 5 minutes left. So why don't we let's do that one more time, and then we're going to do the whole form up to that point, okay? So from our repulse, left foot forward, left hand extended. Pull the hand in and the toes in, T stance, forming a ball. Step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Hands up to chest, turn, press, separate, back, and push. Shift the weight back, pivot on the heel. Shift the weight, T stance, forming the ball. Step, reach out, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the body, press. Separate, back, and push. Shift the weight back, block with the left hand, right hand goes down, pivoting on the heel. Shift the weight to the right foot, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. Crane's beat, T stance, block out, the right hand or the left hand. Step, turn the hip, palm strike. Okay, very good. All right, let's go ahead and do the whole form now from start to finish. All right, so I'm going to go away from the screen. That way you can kind of follow along as we're going to our left. This form is mostly, if you're doing it at home, if you want to practice in your yard or even in your house, really, you can use your hallway. This form mostly just goes side to side. So really all you need is a corridor to practice the whole form. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go kind of side to side this way. That way, when I'm going to my left, you'll be able to see me. You can follow along as well. Okay, so what I would do is turn 90 degrees to your right. That way, when you start turning to your left, you'll be going towards the screen. All right. So from the beginning, feet together, hands at your sides, knees slightly bent, back straight, head lifting. All right, we'll inhale, exhale, bending the knees. Take a small step to the left. Inhale, raising the hands up, shoulder height. Elbows in. Exhale, pressing down, bending the knees. Shift to the right, small circle. Shift to the left, pivot. Shift to the right foot, form a ball, T stance. And that's preparation. Let's do part while horse is made. Grab and extend. Part the mane to the left corner. Back. Forwards, forming a ball, T stance. Grab and extend. Part the mane to the right corner. Shift back, open the toes slightly. Forwards, forming a ball, T stance. Grab and extend. Part the mane to the left corner. Half step. Shift the weight back. Right palm over the left arm. Around the elbow. Turn the hip to the right, raising the hand. Now pull the left hand down. And left foot comes over for a cat stance. Right hand spreads its wings. Turn to the left and block. Right hand down, left hand up. Turn to the right and block. Right hand comes up. The hands hook in as we step. Or brush knee and step forward. Okay. I'm going to take a couple of steps back now. So I'm going to forward bow stance. Just did my first brush knee. I'm going to shift my weight back, open the toes, turn to the right, block and twist with the hands. Shift the weight forward, blocking. Hand comes up. Hands curling as we step. Brush knee. Striking with the left palm. Shift back, block and twist, open the toes. Shift forward, block. Right hand comes up. Hands curl in, step, brush knee. Half step, reach out and grab with the right hand. Shift the weight back. Left arm comes up nice and long. Front fingers up, front toes up. Or play the lute. Right hand comes up, 1. Palms up, 2. 3, right hand to the ears, you step back. 4, shift the weight, turn, pulse monkey. Number 1, okay? 1, 2, 3, stepping back. 4, pulse, cat stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse. See one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're at where we started at earlier today. Pulling the toe, forming the ball. T stance. Step, reach out and grab. Ward off. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Reach out. Pull back. Fingers to the wrist. Turn. Press. separate, back, and push. Shift the weight back, pivot on the heels. Now you're going to go away from the screen, so you can just listen to me. Throwing a ball, T stance. Step, reach out and grab, ward off. Reach out, pull back. Fingers to the wrist, up the chest, turn your hip, and press. To the right foot, separate, back, sink, and push. All right, now we're going to turn back to your left, so shift your weight back to the left foot, and pivot on the heel as you turn to the left, blocking with the left hand, right hand comes down. Shift your weight to the right foot, blocking with the right hand as the left hand goes down. Form a crane's beak, T stance. Turn your hip to the left to block. Step, turn your hip to the right, palm strike, or single whip. Okay. All right, very good. Well, I hope this is helping. I hope I'm not going too fast. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't see you, but yeah, I've been trying to go slow. Hopefully, covering all the details. If you feel like you need a little bit more review, I'd say go back and redo the last 10 minutes of this video. Feel free to do that over the next couple of days, or maybe go back and review some of the last couple of videos. Just the last 10-20 minutes if you really want to focus on working on this form, or if you just want to get a few more repetitions of the last 5 minutes where we do the whole form. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope this is helping improve your own practice. Yeah, and thank you again for joining me. All right, so I'm going to call it a day for Tai Chi. I'm still going to get into some Kung Fu and stretching as well for those who want to stick around. But for now, we'll bow out and we'll take a little water break first. So we'll take our right fist in our left palm and bow. All right, nice job, everybody. I'll see you next time. And for those of you sticking around for Kung Fu, I'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, thanks. Okay, let's get back to it now. All right, so thanks for hanging out, joining me for a little kung fu and a good stretch. I got my towel with me. I'm ready to sweat now. Okay. All right. So for those of you who are just joining for kung fu, let's go ahead and loosen our joints real quick. All right, so feet together, hands at your sides. Tilt our head back, and forwards, and back, forwards, side to side. All right. Rolling the shoulders back and forwards. All right, separate the feet, single shoulder, throwing the elbows. And throwing your elbows behind you. All right, let's do our elbows, outward block, snake strike, outward block, downward block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. My left elbow is a little messed up today. I might go a little slower. All right. All right. Let's interlock our fingers, rolling the wrists. Okay. All right. Hands on your hips. Big circle with the hips. Another way. Right, separate the feet. And big circle with the upper body. And another way. All right, feet together, circling the knees. Another way. All right, crane stance, single knee. Another way. And switch feet. And another way. And ankles on the toe. Circle one way. And another way. Switch feet. And another way. All right, let's get into some conditioning. All right, do your best just to follow along. Don't worry if you can't go quite the same speed. Just do your best. All right, feet together, hands at your sides, and I'm going to jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. Fingers pointing forwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right feet, right foot forward. Knee strikes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. Fingers pointing sideways. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your feet, right foot forward. Front snap kicks, rising kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fingers pointing backwards. Push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet. Front heel kicks. It's up. Like you're kicking down the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups on knuckles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Right foot forward. Front toe kicks. Hooking with the toe this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diamond push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet. Jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, on your backs. Let's do some crunches. All right, legs crossed at the ankles, hands by the ears. Taking your knees up to your elbows or even above your elbows if you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn to your left, right elbow, right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, legs straight, leg lifts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, up and down, alternating halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right, on your feet. Free to catch your breath for a second. All right. Okay, let's see here. Today, I have a sequence I'd like to do. This is a little more that Hung-Ga or Hung family Southern style Kung Fu, right? And actually, most of the sequence is in a bow stance, or in a horse stance, rather. All right, we're going to start off. Feet twice shoulder width, toes forward, if you can, or slightly out if it puts too much pressure on the knees, but try to go forward. Call this a square horse. All right, so let's see. Hands chambered, sink down to the horse stance. Okay. All right, so from here, take your fists back as you kind of bend over, extending the arms behind you. Now come back, straighten up your body, do a double uppercut with the fist. All right, let's do that again. Go back and uppercut. All right, now cross the arms or block, double elbow to the sides. 3. Okay. All right, let's go again from a chamber. Go back, leaning forward, and double uppercut. Cross for the block, double elbow. All right, and now block down with both palms out in front. Okay, turn to the side. You want them out extended. You don't want to be too close to the body. Okay, very good. Let's take a break for a second. All right, let's do that again. Actually, let's start with our feet together. This is how this sequence begins. We have our feet actually about hip width. So let's start with our feet. We're about shoulder width, okay? So our hands are chambered. All right, let's go out. Go up on your toes, separate the heels. Go onto your heels, separate the toes, and sink or stance. All right, bend over, fists go back, uppercut, cross, double elbow. Now double block down. All right, now you're going to turn your hip just a little bit as you bring your right hand up and block out to what we call a yi palm, okay? All the fingers are bent except for the pointer finger. Now we'll do the other side. You turn your hip to the right and then back to the left. You do another outward block, the other yi palm. Okay, let's do a little qigong. Inhale, bringing the hands down, up to the chest. Exhale, pressing forward. Inhale, exhale. All right, relax for a moment. Continue building on this sequence. It's a nice sequence towards the beginning of a form called Tiger and Crane. Okay, this is a more advanced level Hung-Gar form, but we'll go nice and slow. Give you, even if you're new to Kung Fu, it's still a lot of fun just to practice and see what it's all about. All right, feet together, hands at your sides. Let's chamber, and we'll just do a couple of those heels out, toes out. Right, so we'll go onto the toes, heels out, onto the heels, toes out, onto the toes, heels out, onto the heels, toes forward, and bend the knees down to a horse stance. Right, bending over, fists go back, extending, and double back or double uppercut. Cross, double elbows, blocking down with the palms. Okay, you notice my thumb is bent, but the rest of the fingers are extended. Okay, in Kung Fu, they often bend the thumb to kind of protect it, keep anyone from grabbing on. Okay, all right, now turn your hip, look out, palm, walk out with the other one. Inhale, hands come down, up to the chest. Exhale. Qigong. Inhale. Exhale. 1, double elbows up. 2, pulling down, hands down to the hips. 3, double snake strike. 4, double palm strike. Okay, and relax. All right, very good. All right, I don't want to go too far with this. We'll add a couple more moves, just for fun. All right. So, feet together, hands at your sides. Ready. Say Ping Ma, and you'll go heels out, toes out, and sink. So say Ping Ma, 1, 2, 3, 4, and sink. Right. Right, bend over, extend the arms, uppercuts, cross, elbows, double block down, block out, E-palm, block out, E-palm, right, little twist of the hip, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 1, double elbows, 2, pulling down, 3, snake strikes, 4, palm strikes. All right, now you're going to turn to your right. Block out. Hands in. Come back to center. Push. To your right. 1, 2, 3. And relax. All right, good. Yeah, so that last one, you're just turning, you're blocking out. The hands come into the shoulders as you turn back to center. And double palm strike ahead. Same thing on the other side. Turn to the right, block out. Hands in as you turn back to center, and double palm strike. Right. All right, and we'll stop there. That's a good stopping point, I think. All right, so let's do that sequence another time or two. So feet together, hands at your sides. Chamber the fists. Ready. Say Ping Ma, 1, 2, 3, 4, sink. Right, arms go back, uppercuts, cross, elbows, block down, E-palm 1 and 2. Inhale, exhale. Watching the hands, inhale, exhale. Elbows, pull down, 2, snake strike, 3, palm, 4. Right, going to your left, block, 2, 3. To the right, 1, 2, 3. All right, back to center. All right, very good. All right, let's do that. Let's do that one more time, and we'll call that good, and we'll get into a little bit of stretching as well. All right, feet together, hands at your sides. And ready. Say Ping Ma, 1, 2, 3, 4, sink. All right. Hands back, uppercuts, cross, elbows, blocking down, E-palm, 1, 2. Right. Qigong, 1, exhale, 2, exhale, elbows, pull down, snakes, palms. To your left, block, chamber at the shoulders, strike. Other side, 1, 2, 3. And relax. All right, very good. A little tiger crane kung fu. All right. Well, let's do one more exercise. Get a little more leg strengthening training. All right, Chance is going to help me. Okay, good boy.
Good boy, Chancey.
All right.
Come to Chancey.
All right, go get her.
Come
Go get her. All right.
Come
All right.
here.
All right. So for this one, we're going to strengthen our legs a little more. We're going to do some kicking as well. So we'll work our whole leg really. All right. So we're going to start off in a horse stance. Hands chambered. All right. You're going to stand up. You're going to do a front snap kick with the left foot. So knee up, snap. And then you're going to put that foot down, back to horse stance. All right, other side, kick, horse stance. Keep switching back and forth. So 1, horse, 2, horse, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. All right, let's see. What do we do? Let's do one more little fun exercise. All right, my teacher in Virginia likes to do these. So at the end of each class, he'll do something to really push your endurance. Really try to strengthen a particular part of the body, as well as test what they call your Kung Fu spirit. Okay, which is essentially your determination, your drive, your will. Okay, to push yourself so you can get better. Okay, that's what Kung Fu is all about. All right, Kung Fu is literally defined as a great degree of skill achieved through hard work and practice. Okay, so trying to get better and better as we go. All right, so let's test that Kung Fu spirit. We're going to do a nice long plank. All right, so you're going to come down. We're going to assume a push-up position. You can do it on your palms, or you can do it on your knuckles. Okay, I'm going to do it on my knuckles. But if you're on like a really hard floor and it's just too much pressure, feel free to do it on your palms as well. All right, so we're going to go up onto our toes. Try to keep your back straight and begin. We're just going to hold this for a bit. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock. Keep your back straight, stick with it. All right, really working those shoulders, chest. All right, stick with it. Just a little while more. Try to keep your back straight. Stick with it. Almost done. And relax. All right, very good. Okay, yeah, so hopefully get a good workout, work our upper body, work our lower body, get those legs of steel from all that horse stance. All right, now that we're good and warm, we're loose, let's go ahead and get in a good stretch now. All right, this will help. And you're probably wondering, why do I spend all this time stretching? All right, it has a really great effect. I mean, it's good, of course, for your overall fitness. It increases your range of motion, your flexibility. Okay, allows you just to do the more things that you otherwise couldn't do if you're really stiff, really tight, okay, and inflexible. So that's important, just to maintain flexibility as part of your overall health. But we also do it because it's really good for your Kung Fu and for your Tai Chi as well. Okay, there's a lot of kind of challenging movements in Kung Fu, especially as you get into the more advanced level stuff. Okay, lots of, you want your horse stance nice and low. The goal when you're doing a horse stance is to have your thighs parallel to the ground. Okay, so nice and low. Okay, which is hard, especially if you got to hold it for a long time. Okay, so increasing your hip flexibility, being able to work towards, I can't do my splits, but being able to work on those types of stretches. They allow you to get your kicks higher. Your stances get lower as you get into some of these more challenging stances like the drop stance. Okay, so flexibility is great for all aspects of higher kicks, lower stances, just general more kind of mobility, more large range of motion for all the different types of movements you'll be doing in Tai Chi and Kung Fu. Okay, all right, lecture over. Let's get into stretching. All right, right foot forward, left foot back, left leg straight, right arm under the knee, hooking, right, pushing that knee forward, sink the hips. All right, let's drop the left knee, grab the left foot, the right hand, pulling the foot forward, driving the hips forward, keeping your back straight, stretching the quad. Taking a nap. All right, let's do the other side. So we'll do left foot forward now. Sweat all over the carpet here. All right, right foot back, nice and long. Right knee down. Grabbing the right foot with the left hand, bringing the hip forward, pulling the foot forward. All right. Right knee forward, knee bent. I'm going to shoot for a 90-degree angle if you can. So the foot's not too far back. Right, back leg, left leg extended. Bending down over the right knee. Knee back, the legs where they are, push down on the right knee with the right hand, the left hip, back of the hip with the left hand. Open that quad a little bit more. The hips and shoulders square. Grab the left foot with the right hand, pulling that foot forward, moving the quad a little more. Still stretching that hip and hamstring of the right leg as well. It's a good kind of double stretch. All right, let's do the other side. Left knee forward. Right leg extended back. Leaning back, pressing down on the knee and the hip. Okay, grab the right foot, the left hand, stretching quad. Okay, all right, have a seat. Extend our feet out in front of us. And inhale, exhale. Oh, crazy. Where's your toy?
Go get your toy.
Where's it at?
No, go get your toy. Oh, it's under the couch.
Oh, that's it. All right. All right, let's come out of that stretch. Oh, here it is. I grabbed it. All right. Your left foot, your right hand.
Come on, come on, come on.
Crossing, stretching the outside of the leg and the ankle. As you turn your upper body the opposite. Go get her.
Come here.
All right, cross over that leg. Take your opposite elbow to the outside of the knee. Stretching the upper body as you twist around. Back hand in a tiger claw, strengthening those fingers. So the knuckle closest to the nail is the one that's bent. Pushing down your upper body weight. Oh, I got a cat too. All right. That's the reason I call this house the zoo. All right. Let's grab your other foot with the opposite hand. Grab it around the ball of the foot. All right, nice and long, stretching the ankle outside of the leg, twisting the upper body. This is good for that drop stance I was showing you earlier. Help you keep that long foot flat. All right, cross over. All right, elbow to the outside of the knee, twisting. Tiger claw with the other hand. Okay. All right, let's separate the feet. Nice and wide. And inhale. Exhale, forward. Try to keep the back straight. Driving the chest forward. You can also grab your toes, your ankles if that helps. All right. Arms over the head and to your left. Keep the chest pointed out so you stretch the side of the body as well. Other side. Okay. All right. Let's bring our soles of our feet together. And the feet, gripping the toes and bouncing the knees. The hips. Mr. Doak. All right. Inhale. Exhale. Moving forward, pushing down on the knees with the elbows. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get back up on our feet. Just a few more. Right. So, have our feet nice and wide. Turn the left toes over to the side. Right arm on top, left hand on the bottom. And sink. Keeping both feet flat on the ground. Pushing out on the knee with that left elbow if you can. Side. Keep your back straight and bend over. Okay, other side. Go toes up on this one. Keeping the left foot flat, pushing out on the knee still. Other side. Okay. Now both toes pointed out. Same as the first one, except now those back toes are pointed. Stretching the inside of the leg a little more. Other side. right, let's go into the last few stretches of the day then. Just a few splits now. Okay, so these are some of the hardest ones, so be careful. All right, I'm gonna take my shoes off, let my feet slide. You don't necessarily have to do that, just be careful if you do. All right, toes forward, feet flat. Support your upper body. Hands sinking into the center split. You need to wiggle your heels a little bit. All right, I'll come out of that one slightly. Turn the toes up. Sink into another center split with the toes up. Try to relax and stretch. All right, carefully come out of that one. All right. Stop my feet for a second. Makes my knees, legs feel a little better. All right, now let's do our side splits. All right, so left foot forward. Try to keep your hips and shoulders square as you sink. You can have your hands to the sides or down on the ground. All right, stretch. Okay, out of that one. And do the other side. Okay. All right. Get your legs back where they're supposed to be. Those tendons, ligaments. All right, and we're good. All right. Well, thanks again for joining me for a good workout today. A little Tai Chi, Qigong, Kung Fu, good stretch. And hopefully you're enjoying these workouts, getting a good full body workout out of it. All right. So yeah, thanks again for hanging out. I'll be back, I guess, with this on Friday at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, so we'll close out the day with a bow. Take our right fist inside our open palm with the thumb bent. All right, so 1 and bow. All right, nice job. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.